everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We dive deep into these big questions about life, death, and everything in between. Today, we're tackling something that's probably crossed your mind at 3 a.m. at least once. Death. Not the gory details or the logistics, but the real head-scratcher, what it's actually like to not be. Have you ever tried picturing your own absence? I mean, not just being on vacation or ghosting a bad date, but straight up ceasing to exist. It's weird, right? Like trying to bite your own teeth, you just can't get a grip on it. Our brains do these wild flips when we even poke at the idea of our own non-existence. You know, there's this nagging thought that sticks in the back of every human's head. One day, poof, you're gone. But here's the twist I want to throw at you. It's going to sound a bit out there at first, but stick with me. In your own life, in your own story, you'll never actually run into your death. This isn't some fluffy feel-good pep talk or a promise of an afterlife party. It's just straight logic, baked into how consciousness works. We're going to unpack this together, because it's this super-personal riddle we all wrestle with. Death feels like this massive wall, scary as hell from here, but totally impossible to peek over while you're still on this side. The core puzzle here: how do you experience not experiencing anything? It's like a total brain teaser, a flat-out logical dead end. Imagine trying to catch a glimpse of your own face without any help. No mirror, no phone camera, nothing. Or picture poking the tip of your finger with that same finger. Doesn't work, does it? See, the death we talk about every day is supposed to be the end of all feeling, all sensing. But everything you know, every single thing, comes through that filter of experience. So when folks say, "Man, I'm terrified of being dead," what are they really picturing? A world where there's zero experience. That's the snag. It's like fearing a state that, by definition, you can't be in to feel it. Let me paint this with a quick story. Picture a kid peeking into a pitch-black room, heart pounding. "What's in there?" they whisper. The parent goes, "Nothing, buddy. It's empty." And the kid's like, "Oh no, nothing, that's the scary part." But hold up, nothing isn't a monster lurking in the corner. Nothing is, well, nothing. No thing to grab you or haunt you. It's just not there. I once chatted about this with a bunch of students up in the hills outside Santa Barbara. Picture us all huddled in this cozy seminar spot, coffee going cold. One guy, super sincere, pipes up, "Nah, I can totally imagine what it's like to be dead." I'm like, "Okay, lay it on me." He goes, "Everything's black," and I'm just lying there, stuck. I had to gently nudge him. "Dude, that's not death you're seeing. That's you alive and kicking, dreaming up a coffin nap. You're still the one noticing the dark. That's the experience sneaking in. That's the hilarious prank our minds pull on us every time. You sit down to wrap your head around vanishing, and bam, you're right there in the scene, watching it all unfold. But if the materialists are spot on, and hey, they might be real, death means no watcher left in the wings. So that being dead phase, it never shows up on your personal highlight reel. Crazy, right? The scariest monster under the bed is one you'll never meet face to face. From where your awareness sits, you're kinda locked in eternal life mode, not immortal like some superhero, but because the off switch never flips in your own timeline. Okay, let's lean into a metaphor that always gets me. Think about staring into a mirror. You spot your face grinning back, maybe fixing your hair or practicing that smirk. But what hits you is just a bounce-back image. It's you, but not the real deal. Death's like that mirror on steroids. It bounces every fear, every wild hope, every church story or deep think theory right back at us. We load it up with ghosts and heavens and voids, but death, the actual thing, it stays a total blank, off limits. Wild, isn't it? The one event we can bank on happening is the exact one we can't scout out personally. I've always figured death's like the ultimate Zen koan, one of those mind-bending riddles the old masters tossed at students to crack their logic wide open. You know, the classic, "What's the sound of one hand clapping?" You're not supposed to solve it with your brain. It's about wearing out the overthinking till you just let go. Death's the universe's version for all of us. We keep swinging life's tools at it. Science, stories, sheer panic like using a ruler to check the weather. Wrong gear for the job. They don't even speak the same language. Then there's this gem from Tibetan Buddhism, the Bardo, that in-between zone after death, before whatever's next. They describe it like a mirror that doesn't flatter. It strips away the BS and shows you the raw deal. No sugarcoating. But here's the kicker. Even in spinning that tale, they talk about seeing truths, like there's still a you tuned in to catch the show. Death's this unbreakable mirror where everybody's reflection looks different, no two reports match, because no one's really reporting from the source. The Egyptians jammed tombs with gold and gadgets for the ride. Christians dream up those shiny gates and harps. Materialists, they go for the big zip nada, but it's all us projecting our inner worlds onto that glass. The mirror stays spotless, untouchable, and man, there's something freeing in clocking that. If death's off the grid, unknowable, then how can it really rattle you? We're not scared of the real deal. We're spooked by our fanfic versions of it. And those, we can edit, toss, rewrite on the fly. Quick pivot, have you caught how the only spot you're ever truly kicking it is right here, right now? Tomorrow's always a maybe, yesterday's just echoes. Life doesn't drop in batches. It unfolds in this razor-thin instant. And get this, the now isn't even a slice. It's outside time's grip altogether. Past? That's now's memory lane. Future? Now's daydream real. But the now? It's just now. So when's death supposed to crash the party? Sometime down the road, sure. Except that road never quite gets here. As future it rolls in as now, every time. This isn't me messing with words for kicks. It's a straight shot at how time and your mind tangle up. In your own feed, it's one endless present. Stuff shifts moods, scenes, vibes, but the canvas? Always blank and ready. I was out at Big Sur once, glued to the waves crashing in. Each one's a snowflake. Shape, crash, foam, totally one-off. But the ocean? Steady as ever. Our days roll like that, peaks and dips, but the awareness holding it all feels timeless, no edges. The Upanishads nail it. In verse they say, the world's built on this subtle essence, the real deal, the self, and boom, that art thou. Not preaching faith here, just peek at your own setup. Ever clocked a moment outside the now? Awareness ever clock out? If death's the consciousness blackout, isn't it always kicking the can down that forever future that morphs into now before you blink? The finale we sweat, pure head game, never touching the live wire of being here. Let's zoom in on consciousness now, this wild, slippery thing we're all swimming around in as we speak. What even is it? Where's it sourced from? And the big one for us, can you wrap your head around it, just stopping? Try this little thought experiment with me, it's a doozy. Right now, pause the video if you need to, close your eyes for a sec, and picture total zero consciousness. Not nodding off after a long day, not that foggy blackout from passing out, nope, full on nothing. No sights, no sounds, no inner chatter, zilch. Give it a real shot. If you're like most folks I talk to, you'll hit a wall fast. Something clicks. To even sketch that blank canvas, you're using the very paintbrush of awareness. It's like hunting for shadows with a flashlight, the light's always winning. This isn't just brain candy. It cracks open a deep truth about what awareness really does. You can't pin it down like an object under a microscope because it's the scope itself, the space where all the looking happens. The Zen crowd nails it with those cheeky lines. Trying to chomp your own molars or eyeball your eyeballs. Pointless, your choppers do the chomping. Your peepers handle the peeping. They're the doer, not the done to. Same vibe with consciousness. It's forever the star of the show, never stealing a seat in the audience. So, looping back to death, if that's the big fade to black for awareness, and awareness can't spy on its own blackout, then death's this eternal ghost story. The you meant to clock it? Nowhere in sight. Flash to deep, dreamless sleep for a sec, we all do it, right? Morning hits, you stretch and go, wow, I crashed hard last night. But rewind. While you were out cold, was there a mini you logging the quiet? Nope. That I slept tag gets slapped on after the fact, when the lights flicker back on. Sleep owns itself in the moment, no witness required. Death might echo that, but with a twist. No encore, no wake-up call to narrate the gap. From awareness's point of view, The curtain never drops because there's no crowd left to boo the dark. Wittgenstein, that sharp Austrian thinker, sliced it clean. Death is not an event in life. We do not live to experience death. It's parked outside the fence of what we can touch or test firsthand. Nuts, huh? Our top fear's the one blind spot we can't audit. Shifting east for a fresh lens over there, they've been chewing on this forever, and it's flipped my script more than once. A bunch of those traditions whisper that our awake life, it's basically a dream with extra steps, a build-up we mistake for the full blueprint. In Hinduism, they drop Maya, not fake news like the world's a hologram prank, but more like we're viewing through smudged glasses. Our filters, habits, biases, that endless ego loop warp the view. And the Whopper filter? This idea of a solo me that clocks in at birth and punches out at death. But what if that Lone Ranger self is the dream's plot twist? The Upanishads nudge us. You're not this fleeting character. You're the endless screen all the scenes play on. Tattvamasi, that art thou. Stripped down, your cause, the same stuff as the universe's heartbeat. Pure knowing, no baggage. Buddhism, especially Zen, doubles down with anatta, no fixed self. Dig deep for that solid I, and crickets. Sensations pop, thoughts zip, sights dazzle, but no boss-level entity calling the shots. It's all stream, no dam. I had this chat once with a Zen teacher in Kyoto, rain pattering on the temple roof, incense hanging thick. I hit him with the classic. So, post-death, what's the download? He flips it. Who's asking? Boom, mic drop. Hes saying, the fear-monger in your head, that I sweating the end? That's the suspect on trial. No rock-solid self means what kicks the bucket exactly. Zhuangzi, the old Taoist sage, spun this gem. He dreams he's a butterfly, fluttering free, totally lost in the vibe. Wakes up, bam, Zhuangzi again. Now he's spinning. Am I the guy who dreamed butterfly, or the butterfly dreaming dude? Not just word salad, it's spotlighting how me is fluid, a dream shift away from flipping scripts. If that's the game, death's less a hard stop and more like waking from my life nap. Not to a big empty, but maybe tuning into the deeper channel we've been tuned out from, ego static, cranked low. Western take's gotten quirky on death lately, hasn't it? We've shoved it backstage, sterile rooms, experts handling the heavy lift. No more bedside goodbyes, it's all clinical, polished to lifelike. Ironic, since nothing screams unnatural like propping up a body to fake breathing. This vibe ties into our big post-enlightenment bet, materialism rules. Mine's just brain sparks, fizzling out when the wiring quits. Death, lights out, full stop. But zoom in, that view's got a hidden punch. If awareness is brain-locked and poofs at shutdown, death's pure zilch. Not gloomy black, not cosmic vacuum, those need a perceiver. It's the no-show of all shows. So, fearing that? Like dreading a movie that never rolls. Mark Twain nailed the laugh. I don't fear death. It'd been dead zillions of years pre-birth, zero drama. Spot on, if non-being's the deal, it's pre-vetted. You aced it once without a whimper. Epicurus, Greek OG, laid it out 2,000 years back. Death's nothing to us while we're here, it's not. When it's here, we're not. Logic bomb can't taste what you're not around for. Materialism, pushed to the edge, should nuke death, dread. Yet in our super-secular scene, the freakouts peak. Why the glitch? We mash dying ouch, possible pain with dead no-thing burger. Or we can't nail nothing, every stab turns it into a moody void, but real nada. Not a blip on the radar. Irony alert. The brain-only crowd, betting on blackout, should chill hardest, no sufferer, no suffer. But nah, they grip life like it's a life raft in shark waters. Funny how that plays. We frame birth, death as bookends, alpha, omega, but flip the script. What if they're twins, two sides of the flux? Like a coin's heads, tails, or a wave's rise, fall one seamless roll. We blank on birth, right? No toddler flashbacks to the squeeze-out. Awareness sneaks in midstream, like tuning a fuzzy radio. Death might mirror. Soft fade, not cliff dive. Not finale, but handoff to mystery box. That Ouroboros snake chomping its tail gets it. Loop of devour and rebirth, ends bleeding into starts. A kid once cornered me. Where was I pre-me? Gold question, same as post-me. Where? Both chase awareness popping from the ether. Buddhists drop unborn for the bit that skips the birth-death merry-go-round. The watcher, not the watched. Like a movie screen, heroes live, villains croak. But the white rectangle? Eternal, unscratched. Not dogma pushing, just a what-if to marinate. What if your root self dodged the born die drill? Body-mind's drama unfolds in awareness, not on it. Space holds jars without turning jarry. Maybe knowing holds knowings without getting tangled. Ever grilled what am I past the resume? You're the cosmos waking up to its own gig. Not fluff science backs it. Your bits, star-forged, carbon from supernovas, oxygen from bangs. Eddington quipped was star stuff cooling off. Id tweak, not glitch, jackpot. Universe grew peepers, ears, brains to self-audit. You're not parked in it, you're it, this now flavor. Cosmos as verb, not noun, remixing non-stop. Wave hits, shore forms, froths, flattens. Dead, kinda, but the wet's still sloshing, energy rebounding. You're that me-shaped temporary, but the stuff? Indestructible, shapeshifter. Consciousness, the real headliner, not byproduct, maybe bedrock. Hindus call it Lila gods, jam session. Reality riffing rolls for kicks. Death's no glitch. It's the beat drop, fueling fresh tracks. No death, no groove stale jam. You're forever? Not ego's rerun, but oneness with the flow. Deathless whole. You a snippet. Contemplatives dig rehearsing death foul in Tibet. Stoic memento mori, Christ's self-shedding. They're hacking. Taste ego death alive, not flesh quit, but ditching the me throne. Fear roots in gluing to that self-tail CV. Dreams, stuff, squad, loosen. It's prop, not core. Zen koan, original face, pre-parents, pre-story. You fearless cause borderless. I hit a sit once, boom, no me flow. Sense without censor. Death fear, laughable. I just another pixel, not thinkable, livable. Freedom hits. Cherish flesh fiercer, minus the claw. Mystics, die now, live true. Small self-shed reveals vast knowing, open, lit, cool, with flux as life's jam. We've been dancing around this cosmic riddle, hitting it from philosophy, stories, even a bit of physics. But let's crank it up. What if the universe's base layer isn't stuff or force, but straight up knowing? What if mind isn't the brain's side hustle, but the main event, with neurons just tuning the signal? Sounds woo-woo? Fair, but heavy hitters like Max Planck Quantum Daddy dropped. Consciousness is fundamental. Matters the remix. Schopenhauer chimed in. Stuffs the skin over will, which is basically awareness flexing. Run with that, and doors fly open. This your awareness soaking in this vid? Might not be solo, it could be the big one. The all-knowing hum, zoomed in on your setup for now. Picture sunbeams hitting puddles everywhere. Each splash mirrors the blaze. But dry one out, sun's fine, still blasting. One light, many flickers. Your me might be that cosmic consciousness dipped local, ego tinted. Form folds, reflection winks out, source, eternal blaze. Tat tevamasi again, that's you whole enchilada in skin suit. Not cute talk, dead serious. The me versus world split, thinner than fog. Sufis spin it lush. God's vast sea, us as splashes. Wave struts unique curl, splash but always ocean. Death, just merge back, no split ever real. Your angle, your flavor, gold it's how the all tastes itself. Trillions of peepholes. You pondering quarks, jamming tunes, hugging tight. Universe via you. Sonnets, sobs, stargaze. So death, not chop shop but de-zoom. Focus blurs, you slip to baseline the knowing knitting it all, pre-you. No creed push, test drive the fit. Beliefs may, live it, feel the click. The rawest test, that death tick your lab for truth. Looping back, the glitch sticks. You'll skip your own exit. Either lights out know you, no show, or sequel unknown. But that snag? The jackpot. Nudges life as puzzle play, not fix it. Under theories, we're bare to the wild. Freedom there, no dread drag on sunsets. Why let unknown haunt? Flip to wonder, sway with the fade. Shunryu Suzuki. Life's boarding a doomed dinghy. Calm nod to flux, no freak. What if death's not foe but rideshare? Not void, but welcome mat. Live loud, love wide, eyes open. Door calls, maybe not gloom, but glare too fierce for temp specs. For now, cosmos self-soaking this flash. Miracle max? All right, let's breathe, we've unpacked the fear, the logic, the east-west mashup. But I want to land this plane gentle, with some practices to chew on, because talking death's one thing, tasting freedom's the shift. Ever tried death rehearsal on purpose? Old school move Stoics did daily doom scrolls on their end, not to mope, but to sharpen now. Tibetans Fower, mind train for smooth handover. Christ's die, daily ego shed for fresh start. They're all hacking the hack. Preview the drop while upright. Not body bail, but grip loose on the me script. Fear's glue, I am this story lock. Bio, bucks, bonds, badges, the me collage. What if it's sketch, not stone? Handy map, not territory. That Zen face quest, pre-birth mug, digs for pre-plot, you timeless, tag free. Mine hit mid-cushion, flow sans filter. See sans sear, buzz sans buzzer. Death dread, pixel flicker. I just a blip in the beam. Not book smart body no. Hits, life love amps, sans scramble cling. All paths whisper it. Mini die reveals maxi live. Lose life, find it now, not later. Ditch small frame, step vast view. Shadow lifts. Original glow. We've looped the loop, but one more spin. How's this land for you? Drop comments, what's your death take? Ever had a brush that flipped the script? Hit like if this sparked, share if it stuck. Next vid we tackle, tease next topic. Peace, stay curious. Wait, hold up, that's the rap vibe. But we're not done unpacking. Let's double back to that mirror bit, cause it keeps echoing. Remember? Death as unseeable reflection, us hurling baggage at blank glass. Fears bounce, loss, regret, unfinished biz, hopes ping, reunion, upgrade, big reveal. But the glass, silent stare back. No intel, just invite to drop the load. What if we did? Clocked ideas as just that mind movies, editable. Fear's not the fact, it's the forecast. Release the real, room opens for real. I've seen it flip, folks. Seminar guy, post-chat, emails months later. Dude, dreads dialed down, living louder. Small win, big ripple. Time's another sneaky player. We plot death, future tense. But future's now's shadow puppet. Every later lands present. So the end game? Always deferred, cause arrival equals now. Not dodge pointer. Squeeze this tick dry. Waves at Big Sur, each crash fresh, ocean steady. Your beats, unique crash, awareness, surf. Upanishad's poetic punch, essence under flux, that's you unchanging, no buy-in, inspect. Awareness gap, ever? Death as end? Postponed prop, illusion ink, not live threat. Consciousness lab, bite teeth fail. Light hunts dark, loop. Awareness, subject supreme, object proof. Death conceive, self-sabotage. Sleep claim, post facto. Death, no claimer. East dream weave, Maya veil. Self as dream char. Tattvam asi, core cosmic. Anatta, no me hunt yields flux. Zen flip, who asks. Zhuangzi flutter, id fluid. Death, dream wake, not doom. West scrub, death off stage. Material zip, nothing fear flop. Twain, Epicurus, pre-birth ace. Logic says chill, culture amps, angst, dying versus dead mix-up. Birth, death, twirl, fade-ins, not fences. Ouroboros loop, kid query, pre, me post, me same, void dance. Unborn screen, change host, untouched. You as star soup cosmos self-see, wave ocean, form flux, source steady. Lila play, death beat, not break. Rehearse drop, ego fade live. Original face, no fear vast. Med shift, centerless peace. Die now, live full. Cosmic base, knowing prime. Plank nod. Sun puddle. One light, many glints. Wave sea, merge home. Unique window, universe verse. Paradox gift mystery live. Not solve, fear to flare. Suzuki sink, equi flow. Death pal, door home. Live generous, attend now. Miracle, here knowing. But wait, let's ground it street level. Ever lost someone close? That gut punch teaches. Grief's the love echo, not the end. They're now folded in. Yours holds the hum. Or near miss car swerve, dock scare. Sharpens edges, softens grip. My take. Those brushes? Universe nudge. Hey, play full volume. Science sprinkles. Quantum weird observer tweaks outcome. Hints mind matters deep. Neuroscience. Self as brain blip. But who watches the watch? Loop again. Trad mash. Stoic prep plus Zen zap plus Hindu hum equals toolkit. Daily. 5 breaths. Feel the now bone. Ask, what's here, sans story? Fear shrinks. Final nudge. You're not prepping for dark, you're lit. Now, death? Unknown upgrade or nada either way. Untouchable. So, laugh more, hug tight, chase curios. That's the win. Okay, folks, if you've made it this far, you're in the deep end with me, props for that. We're knee-deep in this death convo, but let's keep the momentum rolling. Last time, we hit that cosmic zoom-out. You as universe self-portrait, death as maybe a wide-angle shot. But here's where it gets personal again. How do we take this fluff and make it stick in the grit of daily grind? Because philosophy's cool on paper, but life's the real test kitchen. Picture this. You're scrolling late night, doom looping on what-ifs, heart racing like you just chugged an energy drink. That buzz, it's the ego's alarm me under siege. But what if we hacked that, not with pills or platitudes, but a quiet sit down with the now? Start small. Next breath in, label it mine. Out, gone. See? Impermanence in stereo, no chase needed. Build from there, scan the room, mug solid till it's not. Light shifts shadows, your mood's a weather app glitch. All flux, you the steady stream. I tried this on a rough patch, lost a gig, felt the floor drop. Sat with it, no fix mode. Just watched. Ache rises like tide, peaks, ebbs. No drown. Death fears the same wave, bigger splash. Ride it conscious, it loses fangs. Stoics were onto this Marcus Aurelius, scribbling by lamplight. You could leave life right now. Let that decide what you do and say and think. Not morbid flex, but freedom hack. Every choice lit by this could be it suddenly. Grudges shrink, kindness cashes in. East adds spice. Tibetan Book of the Dead, that Bardo roadmap, isn't just postscript. It's prep school train now for the handover. Visualize the clear light, they say, that first post-drop glow. Sounds trippy? It is. But the gist, face illusions head-on while breathing. Your demons? Projections, same as living ones, anger boss, regret replay, dissolve them with compassion puff. This too borrowed light. Me? I borrowed a trick from a monk buddy, daily deathbed reel. Not graphic, gentle. Lie down, eyes shut, replay your day as last. Did that chat land kind? That email sting less? Shifts priority like woe from scroll zombie to presence pro. Sounds heavy? First week's grind, then groove. Fear fades cause life's too vivid to waste on what-ifs. But let's not sugar it, grief's the gut check. Losing hits different. It's death's stress rehearsal for you. That hollow? Love's after-image, proof connection, outlives form. Honor it, ritual without rigid. Plant a tree, jam their playlist, whisper thanks to stars. Buddhists nail hungry ghosts, unfed longing. Feed yours, stories shared, laughs mined from ache. Turns wound to wisdom bridge. Science sneaks into psilocybin trials, end-of-life crews popping shrooms for terror tame. Results? Big yes. Ego melt moments where I blurs, unity hums. One study chick, boundaries gone, all one. Echoes ayahuasca elders, DMT flyers, death as portal pop, not plug pull, not endorsement, curious nod. If chem key unlocks, why not breath key free? Pivot to legacy cause, yeah. We ponder what lingers, not marble busts, ripples. Kids laugh from your joke, strangers shift from your spark. Your wave in ocean, crash echoes. Measure that. Today, one intentional splash. Text forgotten pal, tip extra, listen sans fix. Immortal ink, no tomb needed. Humor's secret sauce, two dark chuckles defang. Twain again. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. Flip, live juicy, death's just nap time. I crack on my bucket list. Learn ukulele? Nah. Fumble list. Misses make melody. Death's the ultimate FOMO cure. Why hoard joy? Culture clash. West's conquer death. Vibe gym grind. Cryo freeze dreams versus East's dance with it. Samurai haikud goodbyes. Sufis spun at graves. Blend? Modern memento. Phone wallpaper. Skull emoji. Mid-scroll. Gentle ping. Now or never. Kids teach best raw, unfiltered. Mine once. Dad, when you die, can I keep your hat? Boom love lands light, no heavy. Their lens, death's plot twist, not finale. Borrow it. What hat of yours endures? Pass it grinning. We've threaded east-west, mind matter, but cause practice. No belief by, direct dive. Skeptic, cool test. Next scare spike, pause, ask who's scared. Peel layers, thought, sensation, space. Eye thins, fear floats by. Believer? Deepen. Meditate on unborn. Feel the hum under hum awareness as is no add-ons. Death? Cloud passing sky. Atheist lock? Material win? Atoms? Recycle? Story seeds? Soil. Your carbon fuels fern? Echo eternal. One truth binds, mystery's the magnet. Cling kills, curiosity calls. Shunryu again. In the beginner's mind, possibilities. Experts, not. Death novice, eyes wide, life pops. So, action call. Tonight 5 minutes eyes soft body scan. What's here? Full. No tomorrow tax. That's the die before die. Wrapping this chunk next, we hit relationships through death lens. Love's edge, loss gift. But for now, breathe. You're here, held in vast. That's the win. Wait, can't leave without a tail. Hiking's iron once, vertigo ledge legs jelly. Mind end here, then shift, air crisp, rock ancient, pulse proof, fear flipped ore. What a ride. Deaths that ledge for all edge where wonder waits. Or city stoop chat elder lady. Honey, I outlived 3 hubs, 2 wars. Secret? Danced at funerals. Gold grief groove, not grave. These snippets? Your invites. Collect 'em, they're the real tome. Back to tools. Beyond think, touch. Journal. If last day what? Monthly tweak. Or group it death cafe, swap fears over tea. Normalize the nod. Psyche angle. Freud's death drive pull to dissolve. Not doom. Balance yin to yang. Repress. Builds bomb. Flow, harmony hum. Neuro note. Fear lights amygdala, fire fight, flight fossil. Modern hack. Vagus nerve vibe sing. Laugh, cold splash. Dials down death drama. Evo twist. Ancestors wired dread for survive. Now? Overclocked for fridge raids. Laugh at lizard brain. You're more. Art as ally. Watch Soul Pixar's Now Nod, or The Good Place twisty take on Endgame. Sparks Sans sermons. Music mirror. Floyd's great gig in the sky. Wail to whisper. Full arc. Crank it. Feel the fade. Books beacon. Yalams. Staring at the sun therapy on dread, or being mortal Atul Gawande's grace guide. Pod parity. On being Eps. Krista Tippett weaving wise. Stack M. Your death den toolkit. Custom. But heart. Forgive fierce. Death deadline dissolves delay. Call home. Mend rift. Say sorry. Thank you. Regrets real rubber steel back. Gratitude gear. List 3 dailies. Anchors now. Buffs against not enough. Nature nudge. Walk woods. Clock cycle. Leaf drop. Bulb push. Deaths. Not thief. Tune-up. Pet parallel. Dog's tail wag end. Pure presence lesson. They don't dread. We do. Mimic. Elder edge. Chat grandma tales. Their I've seen ends wisdom. Balm. Youth yank. Teens YOLO, raw refine to now owe. Global gaze, Day of Dead, Mexico party with pics, marigolds, death dinner guest, not gatecrasher, or Japanese memento mori ring skull charm reminder. Seize, synthesize, your flavor, mine, dawn journal. Today as if, sets tone, impact, fear from fog to firefly glow, not glare. We've built scaffold, now climb. Death not distant, dragon daily dance partner. Lead light. Tease ahead. Love's lens, how end sharpens bond. Till then, live the questions. Comments, your hack? Share. Part 5. Hey team, if you're still riding this wave with me, you're legends. We've geeked out on the big picture stuff. Death as non-experience, consciousness as the eternal now, you as cosmic cameo. But let's get relational now. Cause death doesn't hit solo, it ripples through the people we weave with. Love, loss, legacy. That's where the rubber meets the road. How does staring down the end actually amp up the bonds that make life sing? Start with the obvious gut punch, grief. It's not just sad, it's love with nowhere to land. A echo chamber of what was. Western culture. We pathologize it, therapy scripts, timelines like move on in 6 months. But flip east, Tibetan sky burials where vultures clean the bones under open blue. Not grim, it's cycle celebration. Body back to earth, spirit to vast. Or Mexico's Dia de los Muertos altars aglow with marigolds, sugar skulls grinning. Dead folks? Honored guests at the feast, not ghosts to banish. Lesson? Loss isn't lockout, it's link eternal, your person's essence, folded into your walk, your laugh, the way you now hug tighter. I lost my dad, young car wreck, no warning. Early days, raw like swallowing glass. But over time, his quirks bloomed in me, bad puns at dinner, trail hikes at dawn. Death didn't steal him, it seeded him deeper. Now when fear whispers your turn, I hear his voice, kid, live like it's borrowed. That's the gift losses lens, sharpening what matters. So practical. Build death-proof ties now. Not morbid prep, but a live alert. Weekly check-in. What's one win? One worry. No fix, just witness. Turns I love you from hallmark to hearth. Parents' prime exhibit. Kids force the forever question, how do I prep 'em without scaring 'em? Not with fire and brimstone chats too heavy for tiny shoulders. Instead weave wonder in, bedtime tales of star stuff yourselves from supernovas, so when body's done, you're back to sparkle. Or garden play, plant seeds, watch rot to root. See, ends just next. My niece 4 asked post-pet hamster, where's Fluff now? I said, in the dirt dance, growing flowers for bees. Her grin? Priceless. Death as door, not dead end. Teens, trickier they smell BS miles off, share scars honest. Lost a friend young, taught me chase dreams fierce. Models vulnerability, not void. Romantic realms? Death's the ultimate aphrodisiac. Ever notice how near misses spark bedroom blaze? Adrenaline's cousin, awareness of fragile now, couples therapy gold. If last night on earth, what touch, what talk? Not fantasy, fuel. I know a pair cancer shadow early. They ditched someday trips for spontaneous road jaunts, fought fairer, forgave faster. End loomed, love bloomed, post-loss? She says grief's a garden wild but watered by what we grew. If single? Death nudge flips swipe right to soul search. Seek souls that stir, not just spark. Friendships too, those quiet anchors. We drift on busy, but death's alarm, connect or collect dust. Ritual idea, death dinner once a year, potluck with prompts, unsaid thanks, bucket co-ops, laughs mix with lumps, bonds thicken. One group I joined, monthly walks, mortality minute quick share on end thoughts. Lightened load, deepen dive, turn squad from surface to submarine. But here's the shadow, death's divider. Fights fester, cause no time left. Regrets the thief, unspoken hurts, unsaid sorries. Antidote, radical now. Mid-argument, pause. Wait, what if this breath's last? Diffuses bomb to bridge. Or end-of-day audit, did I show up soft? Small shifts, seismic saves. Global lens widens it. Indigenous ways, Australian Aboriginal, sorry business community, cradle for mourners, songs stitching souls. African Ubuntu. I am because we are death dims one light, circle glows brighter. Contrast our isolate grief, opportunity, borrow bold. Start a grief circle neighbors, no pros needed. Share stories, swap snacks. Normalizes the nod. Fear fades in fellowship. Science shadows soft. Attachment theory, our bonds wire from cradle. Death severs, trauma echo. But neuroplasticity's hope, rewire with ritual. Journal love letters to lost ones, burn or bury, release right. Or VR memorials, walk digital woods with departed voice. Tech as tendril, not replacement. Art amps it. Coco Pixar's A Friend Aglow, family thread through veil. Or Lin-Manuel's It's Quiet Uptown Hamilton's grief aria, raw reconciliation. Crank M, Feel the Mend. Books, The Year of Magical Thinking by Didion Lost Ledger, Lucid. Or Tuesdays with Maury Dying Prof's Love Lab. Pod Power, Terrible, Thanks for Asking, by Nora McInerney, Grief Giggles, no gloss. Or Death, Sex and Money, WNYC's Frank Feast on Ends. Stack for Your Stack, Custom Care Kit. Mine? Photo wall of faces, daily nod to net. Yours? Playlist of them songs, walk to vibe. But core, forgiveness forge. Death's deadline dissolves later. Call that riftmate. Hey, water under Bridget. Or self-forgive. Past me messed, present me mends. Freeze flow. Gratitude graft. Death dar makes dailies dazzle. Sunrise. One more. Coffee steam. Savor. Kids chaos. Gift. Buffers the black. Nature's nest. Forest bathe. Clock compost. Mushrooms on mold. Life loop. Death not devourer. Decomposer deluxe. Pet prism. Fur babes. Pure now. Tail thump till last. Their ease. Envy. Fuel. Elder oracle. Grandma's I've buried kin. Kept kin resilience recipe. Brew it. Youth yank. Gen Z's eco-mourn climate dread as collective death. Their rallies. Rally us. Act now. For them. Trad twist. Stoic letters Seneca to Pal. Rehearse my gone. Prep your peace. Male modern. Note to self. Folk. In case. Sufi spin. Rumist beyond right, wrong, friendship, field, lost lands there. Hindu hearth. Ancestors, altars. Daily rice for roots. Buddhist balm. Meta waves. May you be free from fear. Send to shadows. Christian candle. Light in dark vigils vibe. Atheist anchor. Humanism hubs. celebrate secular sends. Yours? Mash up magic? Impact ink? These threads? Weave tighter? Death phrase less? Love's not lost proof, lost proofed. Tease. Finale full circle freedom, you're now miracle. But pause. What's one tie you'll tend today? Comment drop. Tail time. Beach bonfire. Pals post loss. One shares. Shed hate. Our moke dance. We did sand stomp. Stars wink. Death's invite. Groove on. Or ER wait. Mom's scare hours blur. Vows vow. If we walk out, no waste. We did. We don't. Snags. Your summons. Back to build. Beyond bond. Bequest. Legacy, not loot lessons. Vid you? If my last script soul or tree plant grow forgone. Charity channel. Monthly might to their cause echo action. Art, artifact, poem, paint their quirk gift, kin. Words well. Eulogy early, live it, not wait. Eco echo. Carbon cut for future folk. Your deathless dash. Spirit spark. Whatever faith, fuel it prayer, ponder, pub, doubt, deck. Agnostic, all right, mystery mine. One bind, bonds as bridge. Death divides body, unites essence. Action arc, this week, one reach, one call, one right, one wild yes with him. That's the weave tighter tapestry. We've humanized the huge. Now heart home. All right, deep divers, if you've hung in this long, you're basically family now. We've trekked through the logic traps, the eastern whispers, the western quirks, the relational rifts and mends. We've flipped death from dragon to dance partner, from fear factory to freedom forge. But as we circle back to that first spark, imagining your own fade out, let's land this with the real juice. How all this alchemizes into a life that's not just endured, but devoured. Cause at the end of the day, or the end of days, it's not the theories that stick, it's the taste of being all in, right here. Remember that mirror we kicked off with? The one bouncing back our wildest projections but never showing its own face? That's life too, in a way a funhouse where every angle's us, but the glass stays mystery. We've loaded it with dread dramas. What if I miss the good stuff? What if it's all for zilch? But peel back, and the invite's clearer. Stop scripting the sequel. Star in the scene. Death's unknowable wink. It's permission to play without plot armor. No guarantees. Cool makes every improv epic. I was out stargazing last week, sprawled on a blanket in the desert Milky Way, spilling like spilled milk across the black. That vastness hits different when you've been chewing on non-existence. Not small-making, but swell. You're this pinpoint pulse in the pulse, aware of the aware. And yeah, one day that pinpoint winks out or morphs, or merges, who knows. But the stargaze, pure now gold, no tomorrow tax on the twinkle. That's the shift. Death as deadline dissolves the someday stall. Procrastination's poison. Later loses legs when now could be it. Practical pivot. Let's stack some dailies to lock this in. Morning ritual doesn't have to be monk mode. Cuppa in hand, 3 breaths. In. This body's borrowed. Out. This moment's mine. Sets the sail less drift, more dash. Midday. Joy jolt check. What's one wild yesterday? Skip the gym guilt for a splash fight with pups. Or belt a tune in the shower like it's stadium bound. Evening wind down, gratitude garage sale, toss the shoulds, polish the did. What sparked? Who warmed? Bedtime bonus. Deathbed delta, replay the day, tweak for tomorrow's fuller flavor. Sounds simple. It is, and seismic. Turns routine to revelation. But let's get real, obstacles lurk. That inner critic, the, yeah, but gremlin, it pipes up. Too busy, too broke, too broken. Fair life's not fair. Hack. Befriend the beast. Name it. Oh, there's Doubt Dave again. Laugh, then link. Dave, what's the smallest step? Tiny wins compound 5-minute stretch to hour-long hike. Whisper thanks to full-on feast. Community clutch too. Solos noble but shared, rocket fuel. Join a Now Club book group on big questions or Trail Crew trading tales. My circle? Monthly mystery moot potluck pondering. If ends nudge, what's next move? Laughs loud, lights long. Global grit adds layers. Climate clock ticking. Death's macro mirror species fade, but sparks in sustain. Plant a plot, vote voice, vibe local. Your ripple joins the river. Or social scars, inequalities, slow bleed. Awareness amps action. Donate dime, amplify unheard, ally up. Death democratizes, rich or ragged. Curtain calls same. Levels the lobby for live big now. Science sprinkles fresh. Longevity labs chasing escape velocity. CRISPR tweaks. Senolytics scrubbing age. Exciting? Sure, but flip side. Longer life sounds wiser. Just extended echo. Better bet. Quality quotient. Blue zones vibe, Okinawa elders. Sardinian shepherds, not kale cults, but kin close, purpose pumped, move natural lives. Borrow. Nook for nibbles with neighbors. Ikigai quest what lights your lane. Death's not dodged, danced with. Art's the accelerator too. Binge the midnight gospel trippy takes on endgame, Clancy style. Or everything everywhere all at once, multiverse mess to meaning mash. Visual vibe. The Tree of Life by Malik, cosmic cradle to crater, grace amid grit. Soundtrack soul, Nick Cave's skeleton tree, lost lit luminous. Or Florence plus machines, shake it out, shed the shadow, strut free. These, mirrors minus the murk reflections that resonate, not rattle. Books as beacons, Pemachedrons, when things fall apart, chaos compass, compassion core. Or Oliver Sacks' gratitude, neuro sages, endnotes, alive with awe. Pods, the Tim Ferriss show eps on mortality, guests like Esther Perel spilling how to love with an expiration date. Or 10% happier Duncan's dread dissolvers, bite-sized. Yours? Curate the cache, feed the fire. Mine rotates, journal jam. If infinite now, what's one dare? But heart hub, self-compassion surge. Death's equalizer exposes the whip self-scorns sharper than scythes. Soothe it. Hand on heart. This too, human. You're not failing life. Unfolding it. Messy? Mandatory. The perfect path? Myth meanders the map. Forgive forward to self and squad. Unpack the pack. That grudge gift? Return to sender. Or heirloom hurt therapy, thread it loose. Death's dissolve preview. Drop the drag. Float freer. Nature's the great neutralizer. Dawn dog walk. Dew diamonds. Bird babel reminder. Your guest, not God. Or storm watch. Thunder tantrum. Then hush. Chaos to calm life's logo. Death? Just bigger weather. Pet profundity. Cat's 9 lives, nonchalance, nap now, pounce play. Or dog's devotion dash full tilt till tuckered. Their tomorrow's not my jam, wisdom. Wisdom. Kid clarity. Toddlers, why whirlwind curiosity canon. Echo it. Query the quiet. What's this moment's secret? Unlocks universes. Elder essence, grandpa's I've outrun wars. Woe's secret. Whiskey and wonder. Sip the spirit. Wonder wins. Trad tapestry. Weave your weave. Stoic streak. Epictetus echo. Not what happens, but your yes. Zen zap. Chop wood, carry water, now's noble. Hindu hum. Netty netty, not this, not that, till true. Sufi swirl, roomy whirl, come wounded as you are. Christian cross, greater love lays down service spark. Atheist arc, Sagan's pale blue dot, humbling hug. Mash, magic. Your mystic mix. Impact, this brew. Fear from fog to flicker, guiding glow, not ghoul. Life from ledger to legend, your verse. Voiced. Final full circle. That absence imagine. Now, try again, not bite teeth blank, but boundless blank. No you? No problem, cause the you that frets is flux, not fixture. The aware? Always was. Always is wave or ocean, wink or wide. So, Exhale. You've never missed now. Won't start. Death, doorway, not doom perhaps to dazzle beyond specks, or simple sink to stardust. Either, untouchable gift. Live it loud. Chase sunsets, not safety. Love lavish, no ledger. Listen lush, the world's whisper. When call comes, and it will. Kin, step grinning. What a gig. For now, here we hum universe, eyeing itself through your extraordinary ordinary. That's the miracle. Maxed. Not enough everything. Thanks for the trek, truth seekers. If this stirred, smash like. Subscribe for more mind melts. Comments, your now nudge. One dare from this. Drop it, let's link. Next up, tease. Consciousness quests or your pick. Till then, breathe bold, be boundless. Peace.